Now, every year, 500,000 tonnes of plastic enters Mediterranean waters, according to the Worldwide Fund for Nature. To give you an idea, that's like dumping more than 33,000 plastic bottles into the sea every minute. According to the report, Egypt accounts for almost half of mismanaged waste in the Mediterranean region. The other worst offenders are Turkey and Italy. France, meanwhile, produces more plastic waste than any other Mediterranean country, but it manages it better. Well, Stefania Campogiani is communications manager for the WWF Mediterranean Marine Initiative, which authored the report, and she joins me now from Rome. Well, thanks for taking time to talk to us here on Euronews now. Your report says that, almost 1/3 of plastic waste in the Mediterranean countries is mismanaged. So what exactly happens to it?
Well, this waste is waste that is not properly collected and then either, is put in illegal landfills, so landfills that do not meet, sanitary requirements, or is put in open dump sites. And that is where waste that is not collected, waste that is not properly landfilled, so not landfilled in a controlled way or in open dump sites, have higher risks of contaminations to nature and contaminations to the sea. So that is where we see that coastal activities, for example, have caused 50% of marine pollutions in general.
Well, the European Union has been quite active in its campaigning and even introducing legislation to introduce the curbing or restrictions on single-use plastic. But, what of countries outside of the EU? Your report sort of points the finger of blame at Egypt as well as Turkey. So what, if anything, can be done?
Well, the report points a finger to all Mediterranean states overall, because none of the Mediterranean countries is still able to even fully collect its own waste. So even Northern Mediterranean countries still not collect, all their waste, and they have problems with the amount of waste that are producing and also that are wasting. But it's true also that yes, we have a legislation in place from the European Union, but still, and we are urging countries now to implement it fast. So not to wait 2 years before it's transposed into national legislations. Bans are already starting in some countries or in some cities, but we are urging countries to put in place bans for single-use items as soon as possible in the northern European countries. In the southern countries as well, the problem is pretty high, and as you rightly mentioned, Egypt is mismanaging half of the waste that is leaked into nature. Turkey as well. That is where actually investments must be increased in making sure that there are more facilities in order to collect waste, and also more recycling facilities. On average, across the Mediterranean, 60% of waste is collected for recycling, and in the southern Mediterranean countries, these levels are far lower than 10%. So we have definitely a need for increasing in recycling facilities there, and making sure that investments do not go on landfills, but more on recycling.
Stefania Campogiani from the WWF Mediterranean Marine Initiative. Thanks for joining us here on the programme to discuss your findings there.